Welcome to Airborne AIDS 2030 by Toby Lee Milwee. Today is May 5th, 2020. You know, we had to move, guys. Little brat. We had to move, guys. There's nothing to do in Chatter, Nebraska. And I get to the motel, and the lady helped us out. And I've had jealousy from the first minute on, guys. With the trick for photography, like kind of in verbal ways, you know. Drove my car one time. The guy's like, "Police are out here looking at your car at 3 in the morning." I just got cornered over there, man. You eat a lot of canned goods. You got a package in the mail. Oh, we have an app to check your mail out, for you. Well, that's funny. The guy 3 rooms down, he's getting mail right out of the mailbox. Nobody's looking at his stuff. And what was the other one? Oh, I leave a room for an hour a week, and there's people got to go in there and, clean the room at that time. But when I worked at McDonald's between January 27th and February 27th, I got thrown out of the place. I didn't want to work, they said. Okay. They'd like to stand behind you and bitch. And I'll tell you, that McDonald's in Chatter, Nebraska, they'll get 3 cars and drive through, and they'll screw it up every time. With 57 employees. You only can get nothing on unemployment. I was reading about that last night, guys. I bumped into a friend, and he actually sold his motel, so I know there's a lot of junk around here and stuff. It's right in the middle of town, and I know the guy's going to have something to do, Hey, I think I could come up with $400 a month and work for $5 an hour toward the rent. And you know what? There ain't nothing I can't fix, guys. I've worked on a lot of different stuff in my life, man. I'm not Joel the plumber, but I've done a lot of different stuff, I've been through the housing market crash. I've operated equipment. I know how to sweat copper. Putting in toilets is easy, saying it, it's those showers, where you just like 3 sections are easy to put in. It's not that hard to do work. And I get to Chatter, Nebraska, and everybody wants to find out my inventory. And I get bombed the piss out of over my whoops video, guys. Where I had baking soda on my nose talking about the beasts and their synagogues and feasting together with their marketplaces, guys. All I'm trying to do is have freedom in my country. I get the police lieutenant up in my room. Or I'm a drug addict or I have mental problems. No, I don't think I brought all the dope there to Chatter, Nebraska, guys. But I see a lot of, I'm saying I'm like a CI special operative, okay? You can't bullshit me, man. And the guy in the motel was just jealous as hell of me about the lady helping me, man. From the first minute on, he's just asking all these trick questions. How do you know her? You're not allowed to have any story, man. You'll be judged over it. I went and got some coffee for this. So we have a place to stay, and it was nice of him. I came over here to see the new owner, and he's like, "You have anywhere to stay tonight?" And I was like, "No." He goes, "Well, go back in there in your spot." I was like, "All right." Me and Tiger were in here 2 Decembers ago. And they remember the spot, too, because of the windows and stuff, and they're happy. Now, I got cable, a 30-foot cable, and I hook them together on it, let them run around together at night, I haven't heard no coyotes, and I'll tell you what, man, Tiger won't back up from nothing out there. He won't. I got a video I put up with the goose eggs, or the duck eggs. It's a mallard duck. Mama duck down there, 10 eggs. You guys better be good. It's time to skirt around. What I've been doing is I've been finding a sign, and plug this for a second. And I got a new phone for $100, $60 card. I got a Specialized bike. I took about 2 hours. I said I need to save up money for a bicycle because I'm going to end up acquiring a lot of things. I got my snow gear and everything because it's going to snow again. You can feel it. It has been snowing in the higher elevations out here, and the temperature's swinging about 35 to 40 degrees a day, man. It'll kick your butt. And it's getting old. We got out of Chattering because our mail's being looked at. Our car's being looked at. Our room's getting dug through. And our trash is being monitored. And we're being told we're drug addicts or we have mental problems. And I don't think I judged anybody while I was there whatsoever. But I'm not allowed to talk about the motel or I have to leave. Okay. I know the guy at this motel and the other guy down the street. It's about about 3 or 4 businesses down the street. I know lots of motels out here. So let's see. We're saving up. We got 20. I had to pay a dime. What a nice guy, huh? And I wouldn't come over here to ask him that. I'll help you move your stuff if you want. Jesus. He got a lot of stuff out here. All right, so there's 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, $73. Now, we got up today with $77. And I bought a bag of tobacco. It'll save me a lot of money. I've been buying packs of cigarettes. And the guy was closing Sunday now. So, and I don't want to give up my location because I might get in trouble. But we're not in Nebraska no more, man. No more Adolf Hitlerism. Oh, yeah, I wanted to make a point of this, too. You notice the money, it's got brand new money out there. Here it is. Hear him? He's happy. He remembers his spot, that's why. Tiger is super intelligent. 2017. He better cool in. He remembers his trailer. When he went up in the front and looked out at the trees and stuff through the windows, he knows. He's like, hey, I remember this place. My cat's super intelligent. Anyways, we're going to go somewhere where we can do some work. And we got a new owner. There's rooms available. There's a wash house and stuff over here. And we have one guy moving, and we have one guy, moving out and one moving in. And I think we could probably fit in doing some painting, cleaning, the yard work out in the front yard. There's grass is growing. I gave you all a chance out there in Chattering, and everybody wanted to act like they didn't know each other. And I give the lady in the liquor store the YouTube channel, and all of a sudden the motel manager ends up with it. He comes to my door like this. He goes, hey, man, are you smoking in here? I said, no. I said, I just came back in. Oh, on your YouTube channel, you're smoking in here. On your YouTube channel, you're smoking in here. You know what, man? I didn't give you my YouTube channel. And don't come up and try to call me a liar with your trick bullshit questions. Okay? You should have come up and said, hey, man, I want you smoking in my room. One cigar I smoked in that room. Because I got tired of being hovered over. I go outside to smoke. Wow, you got real cigarettes. Oh, wow, you're smoking cigars. And sniffing around my cigarettes. You know what, man? It looks like you guys trying to cut rough stuff over there, man. I'm not hogging up all your dope business, okay? I quit selling drugs and screwing around with that crap a long time ago when I found that lunatic over there. No, you better cool it, boy. He better be a good kitty. I'll tell you what, I carry both cats on my back over 100 miles, man. About 80. The first car picked me up, man. A young couple rolled up a joint and we smoked it. Like that. Or we were even, we did walk over the state line. We did. We walked all the way out of Nebraska. We did. We walked from Chattering all the way over into South Dakota. We sure did. Yep. Every time I see a river or something, or I found Tiger out here, and I took him back to Denver, and I remember the spots when we were hitchhiking going south, and this time we were going north, so I stopped at every spot. He'd be like, and I'd say, you dummy. He remembers, little streams and stuff that go underneath the interstate and stuff. It's pretty cool, man. We've had a good time, but they're hiring it at the restaurant here off the interstate. I'm going to try to get cleaned up and get that done. And we got $73, and we were still flying a sign. Cops wave at me and say, hey, how you doing? Say, hey, how you doing, officer? We don't deal with drugs, man. I have a past of it, and I'm with Holy Father now because I got an orange cat. And I think that I don't need to backlash or anybody trying to say that I don't think anybody in this country has any type of mental capability, really. I'll tell you one thing, we're not going to go stomp their butt this time, guys. And their perplexity is going on over the dollar, the U.S. dollar, and China's putting a finger on us for this weaponry. So it's out there. The Chinese might have a conflict with the United States. And Kim Jong-un was underground, probably testing out them controls for that EMP bomb satellite. He's being briefed of the tactic of how they're going to tear down our country. Okay. And you know what, man? Hey, I didn't do it. You didn't see no revolution over the manufacturing. You didn't see a revolution over the lost war on drugs. You didn't see no revolution over the lost war on terror. But they'll win with Bill Gates and that virus, guys. You know, that's a shame, but you know what? Nobody cared. And nobody followed the law of the land. And that's in the biblical prophecy. Biblical prophecy. Gotta get in a drink, man. I just rode the bike down the hill, man. I just got in here. I want to make a video, you know, and let you know that we're okay. And I have to still, I left 2 phones behind, and now magically I can't get into my Gmail. So I'm going to work on that tonight. And the restaurant wants you to apply within. So I can't do nothing on the Gmail. Or I can't do nothing on Indeed for the restaurant. I have to get cleaned up and go in there. And I'm going to say, hey, I ain't one of these college kids, and I need to do something. We got our bone butt off the street, thanks to people I know. And being the owner of this place have had words before. We have, lots of times. Oh. I was standing out here smoking a cigarette, too. I was smoking in the trailer. I'll smoke tons of cigarettes in this trailer, man. Actually, I got some, it's on my Google Photos, my www.bigshed97@gmail.com photos. Get off that box spring. Damn. Your feet, they're happy because they remember the spot. They do. But I have some Google Photos that, of filming some stuff 2 Decembers ago from here. And playing Tupac Machiavelli. And actually, I have a hat, and it's out underneath the bridge. We've been staying a couple miles west of here, and I got a tent, a sleeping bag, and some hats out there. I'm going to see what the new owner says and say, hey, man, I'll help you out. You help me out. I'll follow the rules. But when you're in a place where they figure out all your inventory, and then you get boxed in, you're going to lash out, man. I don't care, man. I'm going to protect my cats, man. We weren't doing nothing bad over there. I don't even know anybody in Chatter. And I sat in my room the whole time. I guess we magically made drugs fall out of heaven, folks. All you do is make yourself look bad. God. The lady helped me, man. I parked my car, and I quit smoking weed and driving around in Colorado. And I said I'm going to give McDonald's a chance, and they failed. And I gave a liquor store a chance, and it failed. And I offered to work for the motel and live there, and that failed. So that's 3 strikes and shame on Chatter. And I build motorized bicycles out here, man. I'll probably have 10, 15 bicycles built for a couple more months. There's a whole pile of them at the Salvation Army. Or, Salvation Army it is. I got this really cool Bluetooth speaker from St. Vincent's today. Isn't that cool? $2.99. And it takes batteries. It's a Bluetooth speaker. It takes batteries. It don't have no wire on it. Isn't that cool? It's got like little stops on it, so it sits on the table. Isn't that neat? It's heavy, too. Try it out here. Anyways, you know, we got to go somewhere different than Chattering. And I bumped into a guy at the gas station today. He's driving a motorhome, I noticed. He's got a big, it's like a barn roof on this motorhome. It's like a house roof on it. And I'm all, man, when I was a kid in California, they didn't pound that, man. They would. The roof was leaking, so they put a tin roof on it. It was like a shed going down the road at the top, you know. It's got a hat. But seeing him, I'm like, that piece of shit Dodge. But I went up there, I walked up to him, and I said, you want me to check the belts and the tires and everything, sir? Like it was full service. The dude's 80 years old. He's like, yeah, go ahead. I said, everything's great. I'm like, hey, man, you know, you got any space? Hopefully something good will happen for us. We'll do it on our own. And it's a lot better to do it that way. I gave it a chance, man, you know. And not everything works out. And God bless the people and being confused. And you know, the money's going to slow down on all ends of things, man. All the drug lords and shit's going to take a hit. You know that. They're going to take a hit when I'm not buying shit. I'll tell you that right now. Nice pedal stuff. $20 deal. If you wanted a 20, it was 40. But at the end of the day, I wouldn't have any. I wouldn't make any money. I'd just be all screwed up. You know what I'm saying? It never did me any good, that shit. It certainly didn't fry my brain, guys. My orange cat did that. And I'm really thankful to have him and his buddy. You know, I really am. We've had a lot of fun together out there, we had. But I see opportunity, and I'm not going to let it go by. I flew aside for a couple hours, got a bicycle. One Saturday ago, $163 on the corner. I spent every piece of paper I had for this $100 phone and a $63 car, you know. And I just hope that, it's about your love and your heart over the tithe through the Holy Spirit over the Lord, okay? If you love things, you will overthrow God. God's going to judge you, man. You gotta love the Holy Father's Father, guys. It's Yeshua, in Indian prophecy. Jesus Christ, the Son of God, will judge the nations. The Holy Father will judge our souls. And it's through the Yeshua. It's through the grandfather. And you go to these churches and they want to talk about God's going to judge you. And that mountain in that tithe, and me and Tiger will make fire come off the end of our tongue and move that mountain. It'll look like a nuclear bomb hit. And we don't need to be judgmental or nothing, But I just want to let the people know that, if you're caught in some type of thing that the Lord wouldn't approve of, let's make it straight up. Dope dealing, homosexuality, whatever it is. If you know in your heart that the Lord doesn't like that, I would be repentant about that. I would be like, you know what? I got to make my house payments. I got to keep moving these cocaine rocks. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? I mean, I know there's a lot of people out there really screwed. But we have no manufacturing. We have nobody going to work. All we're doing is serving hot dogs and hamburgers to each other. We got these governors just, tearing everybody's ass up with their Nazism. Please. There's rules, guys. There's going to be an uprising with the people, man. Women getting pushed around. A kid getting clubbed. A woman got tackled. Hit in her face. It's getting pretty crazy. Chicago, New York, and California, where everybody's all crammed together. Out here in South Dakota, you got thousands and thousands and thousands of acres with nobody on it. But a bunch of Indian blood. Native blood. Christopher Columbus was lost looking for India. Yeah, he's pretty happy. He slept a lot last night, and I was worried about him a little bit, but I guess he's had his days. He likes on the bicycle, but it's about time to get him off the bike. He'll go over where I go. And when I lay down, he'll come cruise up there and lay by me. The little turd's been sleeping on my ankles lately. Make sure I don't go nowhere. And we escaped Chatter, Nebraska. We lost a lot of clothes. We lost a lot of our shit. And you know what? There's 2 or 3 thrift stores right here. And got my old backpack. I put a new cord on the top of it. And I don't care if it burns up my gigs. I put a new cord and stuff on the top of this, man. It was a pain trying to tie a knot in this. Tiger slide right in this backpack and sleep all day. He loves it. He does. We got some food here. This is Rice Krispie treats a nice young lady gave me yesterday. And we got some cheese sandwiches. They've been out there. They're still cold. The little silver turd. Here's some water for you guys. Let me give you a bottle of water because I don't want you getting down there underneath the bridge. There's a lot of dust blowing down there. Cheerios. It's all the tithe, guys. I'd leave all my food behind. Wow, is that leaking? It's pineapples. All food people give me, I flash, sign, hey man, any food? I'll eat it all, man. I found this shirt here. This is a kick-ass shirt. I found it underneath the bridge. It's an Army issue, man. It's got Velcro pockets, detachable sleeves. This shirt is nice. It's got some breadcrumbs in here. They don't care about the mess in here, man. This place, this is a reserve spot. Show off this shirt real quick. Check out these Velcro pockets. I think the sleeves come off it too. It's got a zipper on it and stuff. Huh? Why can't they build stuff like this for us people to wear? You know what I mean? Coat, Flame Resistant Army Combat Uniform. SPM, South Park Mexican. No, I'm just kidding. Uh, I had a hat too. I left it behind because it didn't fit me right. Huh? We're going to combat. We're going to take care of ourselves, man. We don't need people to help us anymore, man. Because I deal with the backlash on it too much. We'll have a couple of jobs here in no time. You know what I'm saying? We will. We'll have a couple of jobs in no time, man. And I didn't come over here really thinking I was going to get in the spot tonight. I wanted to pay $100 a week, and I got $74. And I was going to let the guy know, hey, man, I fly a sign on the corner. That's all I got to do right now. There's another water tiger. No wonder his back's back so heavy. Oh, wow, these are kind of damp. I got my snow gear. My buddy Steve gave me these, man. His overalls, man, they're... It's like wearing a sleeping bag. They fit me perfect. I'll tell you what, without some money, I'll be staying here tomorrow. I don't care. You know what I mean? I gotta put my cats up for a little bit, and I won't get rid of my cats. I considered it, I thought about it. Another water? Geez, Tiger. I've been drinking all the beer. I don't have to go to the washroom to get you water now. Make a long video and stuff, and just sometimes things just don't work. Willing to work and stuff, and it seems like people want to know, oh, you know how to fix this, you know how to do that, you know how to do this, you know how to do that, and then there's no action, just a bunch of judgment. So I don't have any money. Well, geez, I'd get rid of that motel if it costed me money. It'd be gone. They sold 2 of them here in the last 6 months, and they're closed until the rally guys. Actually, this is an apartment complex, really. Excuse me. It's an old motel, and it's now apartments. It actually has some bathtubs in here, too. I like it. My knees hurt. I carry 20 pounds of food and 2 cats. And she's trying to get in the backpack. Get out of there. You little turd. At least I got her jackrabbit across the floor. They can't run like that on the cable. And I won't turn loose because we've been out by the interstate. I just ain't doing that. I have at the other campgrounds I do it because there's 2 fences. And if he walks out towards the by road, which he can go right through barbed wire and get on the by road. And people fly down it there in Sturgis. I'll turn him loose all night long. I'm not worried about him at night. Him and Natalie, I don't worry about them at night. You can hear coyotes and everything out there. Cats are on it. Tiger will take off towards a dog or a coyote and go up a tree. He'll go toward it. He won't go away from it. He'll go toward everything out there. Big old giant owl. I have pictures of it. In Lone Tree, got up in a tree. He went up there staring at that owl. I'm like, man, I had to take half my Subway sandwich and throw it out in the dirt and pray to the Lord and say, please don't eat my cat. There's a sandwich for you, Mr. Who? That's Al, man. His wings were over a foot wide, like this part of him. Not long, wide. The sucker, when it would take off, when it landed, it sounded like branches breaking. Because its claws getting onto the branch. And when it would take off, it would go, woof, like a fire would start. Like if you were to put gas on the ground and throw a match on it, it would go woof. Or a barbecue, it would go woof. That's what it sounded like when that sucker would take off. It'd be laying in a tent out there in the field in the ravine. I heard woof, and that's how I knew he would jump and throw his wings out there. His wings were over a foot wide. Big old owl, a huge owl. I didn't put his chicken to shame. Mr. Who, we called him. And Tiger would go up to the tree and sit there and look at him. I'm like, and at night you couldn't tell who was who. Because, well, yeah, exactly, who was Mr. Who. Because the ears and the silhouette in the dark, I couldn't tell which one was Tiger. He'd get up in a tree when he was a kid and fall asleep and fall 20 feet. I hear like a splash in the leaves. And I call him, he'd come back in the tent. Not to his case. He always does what he wants to do. And it makes me worry, you know what I mean? Like, that coyote's got teeth, Tiger. And you're fat. He's quick, though. He just jumped just now. There's food up there in the container up here. He jumped from here up there on the edge of that of that like it wasn't nothing. I mean, he's really he's very energetic. He'll ride on my shoulder at 50 miles an hour on a motorized bicycle, and I can't believe we're not famous. Yeah, we are. We're drug addicts and we got mental problems. You're right. Judge.